What's up everyone and welcome back. Today I present to you the Vine, a perfect solo duo rust-based design featuring 3 bunkers, a shell, anti-siege, a seawall, and a lot more. Hope you enjoy.
Partial to the groove, but still you never move. Sliding through, you're just not enough. Stuck inside your clutch, it's chilling to the touch. Never liked it much, and now you won't let go.
Before we get started with the base tutorial, I would like to say please go check out my Twitch, stream on there quite often and it's always a good time. Alright boys, hopping into one of our 4 compounds. Here's how you disconnect it. This is so your anti-siege will work. Simply place it back by going off of that and then to that. This is one of the more expensive compounds for sure, so when you're building this, make sure that you have the resources. You have a bunker TC right here. Really nice. Now coming over here to the front gatehouse, you can simply hop in just like that. Here's your little kit so you can put in there during an online. Here's nice patricos, very nice angles. Coming into your very open compound, which is very nice for onlines or offlines. Give your turrets more space to breathe. Here you have some depot boxes. Up there you have a turret and another turret. Here's some shotgun traps. So this is your seawall right here, which you could simply hop up on, access your furnace. And then coming into your first bedroom, you're one of 3. It's a little bit tricky to get into. Usually you should be spawning in it. Here's some nice patricos looking out, even looking back into your furnace wall. Very nice, very nice. Alright, hopping into our second compound, my personal favorite here. Bunkered TCs, you can hide some loot in here. Just got that. This to disconnect it. Do that and it will disconnect. Now moving along over to your gatehouse. This one is really similar to the first one in my opinion. Here, nice patricos looking in, really tight angle, really good. Really nice angle. Coming in here. This one does not have anti-siege, that is the difference. Here you have shotgun traps, more of a funnel right here. Here is your seawall with your furnace. Now hopping into one of your 3 bedrooms. You could obviously do it however you'd like. And then you have some nice patricos in here. That is all for this compound. Alright, now on to our third compound. Here we have it pretty similar. Bunker TCs are on all of the compounds. Destroy that. Place that, will disconnect. Place it back as such. Walking into our gatehouse, this is meant to be pretty cheap, so I kept it as cheap as possible. Here we have a nice gatehouse looking in. And in that way as well. Had some depot loot. Now, this did get glitched out. I don't know why. There is supposed to be that right there, which would create a furnace wall. Pretty simple furnace wall, works. Coming over to your bedroom. Here's your compound bedroom, nice patricos. You could have your loot up here. I pretty much use this for the gatehouse on the other compounds as well. 3-way symmetrical as always, and let's hop into the next compound. Alright boys, hopping into the 4th compound. This compound is extremely cheap. Here's your bunkered TC. There's 3 of those, disconnects as such. You could replace it just like that. And this isn't even really a compound, it's just a spot. Here's your turret pods. They're pretty good. They'll work, I promise you. There's really no blind spots unless you're standing right here and then you're stuck right there. But yeah, let's hop into the main base store. Alright, hopping into the main base store. To enter the base, here's a nice little funnel with some shotgun traps down there. You could have a locker or some extra loot in there, it's up to you. Entering the base, you have a turret right here that looks there and there, pretty nice. Jumping up here, here's your shell. It's a pretty compact shell. You could have bed respawns, you could have so much loot in here. Here's some locker. This is personally how I would like to do it. Here's your bunkers right here. So personally, I would leave these open unless you are going on a big roam or you are getting off. You could have furnaces down there, some electric furnaces. It's pretty much your shell. Now moving along up here, jumping up here, you have some really nice peaks. Here's some super nice shutter peaks. Look at that angle, really big. And if you want it bigger, you could simply open it like that. And these are really easy to destroy, so even if people do destroy them, it really doesn't matter because it leads nowhere. Here's some nice head glitch peaks looking out and around. Both sides, you have even ones looking up on the roof. Here you have roof peaks. Moving to the other side, it's the same exact thing. Now coming into your downward peaks, here's just your peaks simply going down. You have some nice turrets. These turrets also covered down there. Now going into your main core, it is a triangle. Here's some bedroom respawns. So there is a bunker option. I will tell you the downside to it though. So moving down here, to destroy the bunker, you just simply do that and it's gone. The only way that this bunker actually works though is if that is a grate, and grates are only one rocket to destroy. So it does make it very weak, but in the end it gives you 16 rockets instead of a couple of garage doors. In my opinion, it's way well worth it. And here's your main loot. This is where probably your main loot will be being stored. It's a little open core, not really. Now coming down into your starter boxes TC. It's pretty simple. We're moving up. Moving over here, you can simply jump up and then you're on roof. Here you have some nice roof respawns, also a vending machine to sell things and a window to look out. So here is your roof. It is really big and really spacious, has plenty of room, has a lot of peaks. If there's a super tall raid base, you have this angle. If there's people down below, you have really tight angles, pixel peaks. The shooting floor is full of pixel peaks, same thing with that. There's your turret up there. It's pretty much undestroyable from any minicopters. Here's a nice pixel peak, MLRS buffer. Here's some nice downward peaks. Cannot fall through these. Try as hard as you want, but you're not going to get through. Really open peaks. You can even make it tighter by backing up. That is your roof. It's pretty simple, extremely nice. Here's one more thing. Really nice downwards peak. Stand up or crouch. I'd recommend standing up, but for a crouch peak, here's a really nice one for raid bases. Super hard to get shot from. Super nice downward covered peak, and you are chilling in this base. I can promise you that. Offline and online protection. Now let's hop into the base build. Alright, hopping straight into starter. 3 triangle layout as such. The door frame. Right there. I like to put my TC all the way back there in the corner, just like that. Personally, for early game, this is how I personally like to have it. Simple, fits 2 bags, a barrel, 2 furnaces, tier 1 workbench, and TC. It's all you need until you can expand. Alright, moving on to the next expansion. It's pretty simple. This will cost a bit of materials, but not that much. Your starter was cheap, so hopefully you could have saved up enough for this. Simply just gonna close in this whole area. Stone it all up. Okay, right here. Keep that twig if you are doing the bunker. If not, you can upgrade it. It is completely up to you. Coming up here. Boom, there's your door. This is how I personally like to organize it. It's up to you guys, how you guys like to do it. Now finishing up the starter base, we are going to want to move up here. Upgrade this, do it as such. Make sure to upgrade up your door frames and then put some doors on them. I like to put a bed right here as a respawn. It's a really nice respawn and it's in a good spot. Let's hop into the next part. Alright, moving on to the next expansion. I do have three-way symmetry on. Leave that one open. You can do this as such. Put a wall right there in the door frame. And to connect that, put a door frame. And close that in. Right here, you can put two windows and a wall above that. Make sure that those are facing in towards you. Jump up. Okay, now this is where you're going to be at the moment. I am going to show you how to do this. So this is not one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out. And then put a triangle on the end. Then you're going to build back in moon with only triangles. Upgrade that. Then build off of triangle, square to fill that in. Now this will decay, so I'm going to teach you how to do the compound part, which connects to the external. Depending on which external or compound you picked will be what I'm going to be showing next. So make sure you pick that now if you haven't already. Alright, now on compound 1 out of 4, which is our most expensive compound, place a wall like that, go out 2. I'm going to keep this as cheap as possible for now. Some frames, windows right here. Here you can connect that. Delete those. You're going to want to go out 3 triangles just like that, and then place a frame right here. You can delete those. You're going to put a square. 3 triangles as such. You can delete that middle one. Make sure to do half walls right here for your disconnectable TCs. There's that. Now for your bunkered TC, you are going to have to kind of wiggle back and forth like this until you get it. It needs to be 79 for it to be right, so I'm going to upgrade that. Go back. Coming right back here. It's going to be square, triangle, triangle. Now to disconnect it, simply do that and it will disconnect, and then to reconnect it, do the same thing. That is for compound 1 out of 4. Okay, so this external is for both compound 2 and 3, so simply do this. Upgrade all of those. Window, wall. Okay, now coming off the back right here, just to connect it. We're gonna build out 4. Okay, so for your bunkered external, you're simply going to do this. Wiggle back and forth. Then that needs to say 79. If it's anything higher or lower, it is a no-go. You're going to want to come up top. There's square. Delete. Alright, that is for compound 2 and 3. Alright, so for our final external for compound 4, this is the easiest one by far. Simply just build a wall right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you could build a square. I need to say 79 for this to be good. 79, that is perfect. Open it up, come up top, the square as such. So you will have to come back here. Do that just so that the stability can get there. There you go. That is for compound 4, which isn't even really a compound. Let's hop back into the actual building. Okay, so now that you are connected to an external, you're going to want to move along just like this. Jump up here. That's how you open up your bunker. You are going to want to come beneath it and place a triangle like that. I'd recommend keeping your bunker open for the time being. You have a nice jump up. So right here you could put a half wall or you could put a box, completely up to you. I could put a half wall as more splash or honeycomb. We're going to want to keep this open for now. Okay, now coming up top. You could drop down here. Now your thing is completely enclosed. If you would like, make sure to place door frames everywhere in here. Just some raid cost. And yeah. Now your shell is pretty much enclosed, and now we will be moving on. Alright, moving outside of the base, right here we are going to start doing our honeycomb. Pretty simple honeycomb. Now that your honeycomb is like that, we're going to want to come back up top. Right here, put a half wall, full wall. Here is what holds the peaks pretty much. These will be windows. You're going to want to do that on this side as well. You're going to want to enclose your entire floor right here as such. Right here you can place windows and some frames right there for some nice head glitch peaks, which you can use off of this. Now that your floor is completely enclosed, we are going to be moving up another level and out here actually. Here I use this as honeycomb personally. Use it as whatever. You are going to want to honeycomb that up though eventually. Coming up here. There's a door. Alright, now moving down here. Build up as such. Make sure to make these brutalist or the brutalist peak will not work. Coming right down here, I do have something to say. These do have to be placed from the outside as such. As you can see, these are terrible angles, but when upgraded to sheet metal or shipping container, it gives you a much better view. So these do unfortunately have to be sheet metal or shipping container for them to work. Now coming back up here, we are going to start on our shooting modules. And we are going to do that one more time on this side. Okay, now jumping up here. You're way down, place a window like that. Place frames all the way up as such. Now these two bottom ones you can delete now. There, now you're going to want to upgrade all of this. Alright, here you can place this right off of here. Now for your turret pods up top, you're gonna want to come back up here. Here's your roof pretty much complete. Okay, now for the last part of the roof. Your bedroom pod. Pretty simple, just like that. You can put a vending machine right here, or even another door if you'd like. Here, window, and 2 doors, and then you can put some beds in here and then some locker kits. Here is the main base completed. This is the main part of the base. Now we will be moving on to the rest of the compounds. Alright, now moving on to compound 1 out of 4. Symmetry is enabled. Here's your turret pod. Okay, now moving over here. Here's for your anti-siege. Coming up top for your next turret pod. Alright, there is your next turret pod. Now, coming off of this with triangles. Simply upgrade all of that. Okay. Right here. And there's a separate part. Do this as such. Here's some loot storage. Here's some shock and trap spots. Do it however you want. You could configure this however you want. I would recommend having shotgun traps though, for when raiders do push over the seawall, they will die to those. I'd have them more in the middle, or possibly even over here. It's up to you. I would recommend also having depot boxes. You place the shotgun traps on a branch so that they are lifted. Now, moving down here. Place your furnace as high as you can, and then place walls as such. I would recommend leaving a tiny opening on that side so that you could peep out. These should be really easy wall placements. They should not be hard at all. Now here is your compound 1 out of 4. This is your most expensive version of this base or compound. You can place barricades up top and organize this however you'd like. Alright, moving on to the compound. Next compound, which is 2 out of 4. Simply gonna enclose that as such. Place some triangles down like that. Now you're gonna want to come up here for your turret pod. Enclose that. Alright, now coming off of this triangle again, you're gonna go 1 off. Just like that. This is my personal favorite version. It's perfect for weeklies or whatever. Or whatever else you're playing, monthlies as well. Alright, now since this is done, simply just gonna want to do this. As such. Now you are able to place and do the same thing on the other side. The reason that you put shotgun traps here is because realistically when you're running by, it's not really going to shoot your head. But the thing is, when raiders are laddering over this, you're going to come over this, right? They're either going to jump off to the side, like right here, but you'll still get hit by shotgun traps. Or they're just going to jump right down here and then they'll be dead to the shotgun traps. That's why the shotgun traps are there. Now moving on to the furnace. Is it nice and high? Come over here. I did place this one a little bit too close. Do need to back that up a little bit. There we go, that's perfect. And another one really high. Whoops. Now there is your compound 2 out of 4, your second most expensive, my personal favorite. I would recommend this one, honestly, over all of them. But yeah, moving on to the next compound. Alright, now hopping into the next compound, 3 out of 4. We're going to build a simple airlock in the window. Come up top, you can build your turret pod, as we have been. As such. Alright, now moving right here. Here we're gonna go 1 off. Now this module is just the bedroom. Now fill in your turret pod up top. Alright, now you can connect that as such. Going off of this thing. I actually did mess up here. This is supposed to be like this. My fault, guys. Alright, now since this is complete, we can put our shop fronts. This is kind of a little bit of a tricky placement. It's not too hard though. Right there, perfect. Now you can go right off of this. And right off of this. Did a little bit too close. That'll work for now. Coming over here, we are gonna do the same thing. It's a little bit of a tricky placement. Check. It's good. Alright, now. There we go. This is also a very nice compound and it works and it's very functionable. Alright, let's hop into our last compound. Alright, moving on to our last compound and our very much most easy. You pretty much just do this. 2 walls on the back. And here you could have some chain link fences or gates. Put a turret right here and then it will cover each area. That is your last compound. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. These videos take me days to make. It looks easy, but it's really not. But thank you all for watching and I'm out.
Bang, bang, bang. Shoot me down, 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 bang, bang, bang.